Welcome to the mesmerizing journey that is the history and the vibrant history of Baldur's Gate, a city that has etched its name deep into the annals of the history of Faerun. In this story, we will look at the city's timeline from its humble beginnings to the epic struggles of the Ballspawn Wars and further beyond. In the heart of the Forgotten Realms, nestled in a small cove along the Sword Coast, lies a city known as Baldur's Gate. This metropolis, often simply called the Gate, has a rich history filled with prosperity, intrigue, and destiny. Join us as we journey through the annals of Baldur's Gate, from its humble beginnings to the epic struggles of the Ballspawn. Long before it became known the bustling city we know it today, the land was ruled by a formidable hill giant named Locke. After his time, a small fishing village known as Loki emerged from the plateau. Over periods, this humble village transformed into the magnificent city of Baldur's Gate. Known initially for clandestine meetings of pirates and fighters, Baldur's Gate occupied a strategic position. Its name resounds with commerce, power, and strategic significance. It was here that the legendary seafarer Baldurian embarked on a voyage to the distant continent of Akrom, where he amassed great wealth and knowledge. On his return, he invested in the construction of a formidable granite wall to safeguard his newfound riches and his home. But Baldurian's fate took a mysterious turn. After setting sail on a second voyage to the distant continent, he vanished without a trace, leaving behind one of Baldur's Gate's most enduring mysteries. After Baldurian's disappearance, local farmers took control of the wall he had built and used it to protect their holdings, marking a pivotal moment in the city's history, as more and more townsfolk and outsiders flocked to the fledgling settlement for protection. The walled region of Grey Harbor became known as Old Town, while the newly constructed buildings between the southern wall and the harbor were known as Heapside. By the year of the unblinking eye, 446 ER, the settlement had grown and evolved into what is now known as Baldur's Gate. The city's early history is not without its challenges. The division caused by the wall led to tensions between the landowners in the Old Town and the seafarers in Grey Harbor. Conflict was inevitable, and as soon as the seafarers were laying siege to the keep at High Hall, truce was finally struck. The retired sea captains became the leaders of the rapidly growing city. Jestingly, they were known as the Dukes. Baldur's Gate was born here and now, and its destiny was cemented as a thriving trade hub along the Sword Coast. Its strategic location allowed for the prosperity to overflow, and its influence was very important. Becoming a beacon of commerce, many merchants moved here and set up their base, especially since it was deemed to be a neutral city-state. Its city leaders, however, still formed part of the very highly esteemed Lords Alliance, a coalition of powerful city-states dedicated to maintaining regional stability and safeguarding against external threats. Safety and peace reigned, and within the city this was thanks to the valiant Baldur's Gate Watch and the renowned Flaming Fists mercenary company. Their presence fostered a spirit of tolerance and welcome to all, from all the wealthy merchants to those who are less scrupulous. This resulted in a city of diversity, where every race was welcomed, and adventurers often saw it as the start of their journey. The City of Adventurers. Throughout all of this prosperity, a divine destiny began to unfold, the arrival of the Ballspawn. Mortals born of the god of murder Baal, one of the dead three. Their journey commenced with a quest to thwart an assassination plot that threatened the city. The Ballspawn saga is a tale of intrigue and adventure that unfolded within Baldur's Gate. These individuals, adventurers marked by the divine taint, were destined to become entangled in a web of schemes and intrigues. They uncovered the Iron Crisis, where iron, which is crucial for Baldur's Gate's prosperity, was being withheld through corruption and sabotage, ensuring that the city was choked of its most valuable resource. The Baldspun found that their other counterparts were doing this. Then eventually they noticed a scheme in the city of Atlanca, the grand city of intrigue and danger. Here they confronted again their divine parent, and the knowledge of this came from a figure known as Raniticus, who kidnapped the party and prepared to invade Baldur's Gate. Ultimately, the climax was reached at the throne of Baal, an artifact of immense power buried deep within the city. Once this was settled, the city of Baldur's Gate once again was peaceful. Eventually, the city flourished more and expanded. The culture and welcoming attribute made people all across Faerun want to move there. In the power and prosperity came new challenges and political intrigue. New grand structures were built, the impressive High Hall, the ever-vigilant Black Dragon Gate. Trade routes were expanded, forging connections with distant lands, and the city was once again rich. This does not mean the city was immune to political intrigue and power struggles. Noble houses and factions vied for control, and tensions always simmered beneath the surface. One notable challenge came from the Band of the Red Moon, a mysterious, insidious organization that aimed to usurp control of the city. Their machinations posed a threat to the city's prosperity and security. Throughout these challenges, Baldur's Gate's legacy of resilience, adaptability, and inclusivity endured against all odds. It remained a welcoming city, and scholars, adventurers, and traders flocked in mass. Today, Baldur's Gate stands as a testament to this resilience and endurance. The divine and the mundane lived in the city, but as the city's prominence grew and becoming a center of learning of scholars, mages, and seekers of knowledge, the libraries and arcane institutions within Baldur's Gate became renowned for their contributions to magical research and the study of history. Combining this with the tolerance and the diverse population, the city had now gained cultural richness, a far cry from the pirates that started the city's outsides and the farmers who toiled in these fields for their living. Baldur's Gate's melting pot of traditions, languages, and beliefs. Its markets were a kaleidoscope of goods from distant lands. The streets echoed with a myriad of languages, creating an atmosphere of cosmopolitan vibrancy. The city enjoyed its status as a hub of commerce and culture. It also remained vigilant against external threats. The Flaming Fists continued to uphold the law and protect the city's interests, as eventually they formed one entity along with the Baldur's Gate Watch, ensuring Baldur's Gate remained safe for all those who called it home. Yet challenges did not cease to emerge, and Baldur's Gate faced so many threats, external and internal. Hostile forces and internal conflicts happened regularly. The city's leaders, the dukes, navigated these challenges with skill and diplomacy, maintaining the delicate balance of Baldur's Gate. A remarkable aspect of the history is the enduring legacy of the dukes, who were drawn from the ranks of the sea captains and over the centuries from those who served the city loyally. They were pivotal in setting the city's governance, and they and their peers allowed for a fair, if not somewhat strained, leadership. The leadership was marked by their ability to navigate extremely complex politics and uphold the principles of the Lord Alliance, often acting as a catalyst for peace between different lords. Dukes often rose to the occasion, making difficult decisions to safeguard the city, their commitment being unwavering towards Baldur's Gate. As Faerun grew around them, Baldur's Gate stayed what it was, a beacon of opportunity As we mentioned, adventurers always saw this a place for them to start, and many flocked to the town, even to this day, filling the city's taverns and inns with stories of exploits and treasures waiting to be uncovered. However, a place of transformation and reinvention was not for all. Many lose their lives and never are seen again. It has weathered storms of conflict and emerged stronger each time. Baldur's Gate is a story, it's a city, it's a people, it's a way of living. Its legacy, it's not just what's built, but the beating heart of the city itself. A city where one finds their destiny, one finds resilience, and one finds prosperity. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did like it, let me know and I'll try to get a few more out on the way. Have a good day and don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye.